Thank you very much, Hinduman. Welcome back to the commentary desk, my friends. And this one is starting to shape up to be another classic best of 5.
So I think there's 3 major important points, right? In Season 1, COG got locked out of scrims. They pick up another COG team to make sure they can scrim over and over. They get better together. With that, there's an allegiance now. No one is really utilizing, AFK. So in this weekend, TSM would not scrim AFK. They had no chance to download any of these strategies. So point number 2 is maybe they should have given that time. And point number 3 is if you guys are their partners, relegation is straight up damned for anyone against Eager.
That's a lot of pressure.
For real. I mean, if you guys can keep up with what we're seeing from those guys, even Cloud9's in trouble.
I got to give it up to my man Allied. He's one of my oldest friends, probably my first ever rivals when
He's
he
not
moved
that old,
to
he's like 25.
when he moved to Hunter from support realm back in 2012.
Yeah.
And I've always looked up to him. He's been a great friend of mine. I got to say I'm so proud of him how he's come out and shown how really good he is, because he's been one of the most underrated hunters, in the scene, and he's really showing why.
Yeah,
he's one of the
he'll
top
also
hunters.
probably tell you that he got lucky. And he sucks. That's usually when you're like, great job, Ali. He's like, I got lucky, man. I suck.
I don't even know how I got that
I don't know how I got
pentakill.
it. But
That's all Cyclone, man.
but nonetheless, man, it's so Allied. I mean, Senpai showing it off. Lucky that Ataraxia's not on his team.
Oh, God.
Because that one could have been stolen away very, very easily. It was like that. Watching that pentakill happen, it was like it just seemed like it was what was going to happen, right? I mean, it wasn't like this amazing, like, oh my God, he got a pentakill. How did he do it? It's just like, oh, this is probably a pentakill, and he just left-clicked his way to victory. It seems so natural, right? Yeah. To take a page out of Elastic's book, hunters are hard.
So I expected TSM. Yeah, I expected they were going to take second pick here. Every game, I think, won so far has been off of the fact that the solo lane has been able to counterpick. It is the most dynamic lane in terms of picks. There are mages, there are hunters, there are assassins, there are guardians, there are warriors. It encompasses the entire game, and it's the only role that does that.
This is going to be a victory for TSM.
Yeah, I'm thinking so, too.
100%.
If Divios can come out with the jank.
But the reason that it will be is because if not, that means that Scott Gandhi will be right. And the
Reddit
universe will not abide that.
Well, Reddit alone won't allow
That's
that to
right.
happen.
So it's going to be, Scott was calling this 3-1 AFK in 4 games.
Get banned and leave Hunbots open.
Hey, will TSM take
or
bots?
AFK is going to take bots.
True, they do have the first pick.
Weekend has played Hunbots in scrims, and he has been feeling pretty comfortable with it.
Feeling the bots?
Yeah,
Well, let's
probably more
see.
than Thor.
Second ban? Yeah, I would think so, but we'll see. Will that be what they go to win? I mean, you got to think they're going to try to pull out their Thanatos here. If at all, it's going to be in this kind of game where they have an advantage. Maybe seal the deal with some jank. Bakasura banned out away from Cyclone.
Okay, makes sense. Fenrir still on the table. We see that it works just as well. First option pick to AFK. Maybe not a disadvantage here, but TSM has chosen red side, so they definitely have something in store.
I'm a little surprised with the Bakasura ban. The one game they won was when they let Bakasura through.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, option here to AFK. It's got to be boss, man. They can't let Gars have that god. Then again...
There it is.
Yeah, okay. So there it is. So Thor, they don't have to pick it here. I would say pick it third.
Yeah, they don't need to pick into this first phase. Unlikely. I guess I could throw bots on the side of Cyclone Spin and still draft the Thor.
No, because then Divios gets free Sobek or Athena or some other guardian, and that lane's just over.
Yeah, just laughs at the assassin.
Well, this is the first time Hunbots has been picked all LAN.
Yeah, right?
Wonder if it'll win.
Sylvanus, certainly going to the side of TSM.
I think that makes sense. I mean, they haven't really done well with it
They
so
lost
far.
every game with it.
Or, Athena, I guess. I mean, they've... That's the way that this draft has gone, right? Athena and Sylvanus are both available, so they can't really trump AFK well with a single pick. So maybe both.
I think AFK has actually noticed that when he onyx with Geb, that's when he's at his best, right?
Yeah,
sure.
It's always been that way.
Yeah, and then he obviously hasn't performed well with Sylvanus, so let's see.
Yeah, another key to
Isis.
success for AFK has been the Isis that's banned away, and it will be Thor drafted in that first position. So putting the pick the Guardian, forcing TSM to probably be the first to pick their Guardian here.
I want to see second round pick coming out from AFK. I want to see that Aphrodite on Kiki.
Oh.
She's fine in the mid lane. She is. And making Weaken invincible on bots?
This is Sylvanus solo lane.
Oh, yeah.
This is Sylvanus solo lane.
Telkine's ring.
Actually, you go Telkine's ran into Fatalis, and he
It's
actually
so dumb.
he may have boxed me one time in a 1v1. yeah. Fatalis OP.
This is the least fun lane to fight, period. Because
Sylvanus,
you can't
Sobek.
hurt him. You can't clear against him. There's nothing you can do. It's obnoxious.
Yeah, the question is how much is Cyclone Spin giggling? right? Because if he's giggling a lot, it's probably Sylvanus.
On a scale of 1 to Divios, how much is he giggling?
Exactly, yeah. But it's a Sobek coming out. We've seen Ionic pilot this one as well, so no
Raw ban?
no guarantee this is going into the solo. Yeah, Raw banned out by TSM, not wanting to deal with the
With
a
what?
potential double healing core out of
I mean,
AFK.
I guess.
And again, their only win was when they had Boxer Raw. I'm not too sure.
I'm with Zap on that. They should have let those characters through and hope they pick them.
I agree.
Well,
Agni's still open too to counter the ISIS.
option here.
Ooh, haven't seen him. That's a name that we haven't said too much. Hasn't been banned or picked very much in this matchup or today at all, really. It's Hercules.
He was a dominant force yesterday, banned in all 3 games against Trig, and I think played 4 out of 5 games, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Divios coming out with the real craziness, bringing Osiris back. Osiris, and this is a quote from Divios. Osiris, no, he's garbage. I haven't touched him in 2 months. And then picks him anyway. He's like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I really think that goes to show how confident these 2 solo laners are, right?
Yeah.
They've been bringing out so many different picks, probably picks they haven't even practiced, and yet they still perform extremely well.
If AFK goes on to win this set, you know, that'll be, and if they win this one especially, right, Cyclone Spin potentially is going to win 6 games with 6 different solo laners.
That would be insane.
That's unbelievable.
That's and wait, none of them are top tiers like considered, right? I mean,
no,
they were all
the Al Guang solo.
Chronos, I guess.
The
would be
highest tier
highest.
solo laner he played.
Guan
Chronos?
Fenrir,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Rama going to get locked in for Allied. All right, final pick open here. They're looking for a mage, it seems. And that's Guan Yu. Okay. So
So they have no magical damage. Wait, well, so unless Sylvanus is that carry, Sylvanus.
hello? Zap, can you hear me?
I'm not sure. Who's their middle?
It's going to be Athena. I mean, we've seen Kiki do this once, and it did not go very well. It was like, I think,
Yeah,
during
what?
relegation. During
Osiris?
Show matches? And then Osiris into Guan?
TSM really loves these Egyptian gods.
Is that all Egypt again?
No,
Oh,
Thor. Dang,
Bastet,
dang it,
come on.
Thor. Dang it, Thor.
We've only seen Egypt played as a whole one time, and it was one of the most dominating games we have ever seen.
Yeah,
I remember that game. It was crazy.
it was destruction.
It absolutely was. So, all right, it looks like Athena is going to be Kiki. Guan Yu is Cyclone, and Incon's taking Sylvanus. All right, this is very weird.
I think they're really looking to get those kills on the ISIS. They saw how good Boosh did with it last time. I guess they're trying to target him.
This is a strange game that we're going to find ourselves in.
TSM cannot afford to play this game again without weakening curse. They must have a weakening curse.
Right, they made that mistake against Fnatic, right? When they had
They did.
Yeah.
3 heals, I think it was, and all they had was a Pestilence.
Yeah, they kept on not. Yeah, the Pestilence just wasn't going to cut it in that game, and
Although-
it's likely not enough here either.
They do have Ionic on Sobek.
Okay.
Right.
Sobek
Sickening
can
Strike.
pick up a Divine Ruin, Sickening Strike. It's going to be a 90% reduction for 4 seconds and a 40% reduction for 8 seconds overall throughout the 8 seconds total. So it's possible, and they can definitely make a play, but ooh, I don't know. This is a lot of strange picks. I mean, but about the comp, very heal heavy on the left side. A lot of decent presence, right? Given that Rama has Astral Barrage, Kiki's going to have Defender of Olympus, and then Cavalry Charge throughout the fight. Over on the right side, similarly, they're going to have that Thor, right? I just don't see where Lurking in the Waters is coming into play here.
I'd have to agree with you, and I'm just mind blown by how different all these games are with picks and bans. You know, back in Season 1, it was always Osiris Hercules. It was always, you know, Thor this or Apollo Ram.
You had 17 gods for 16 picks.
Yeah, and now you're just getting so many different gods. It's awesome to watch.
Now, obviously, we don't have the stats right in front of us, but I mean, if I had to venture a guess, we were probably looking at like 26 to 28 gods this weekend.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, at least.
Between picks and bans. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, into the 30s if you include bans would be my guess.
Wow,
Yeah,
all
so
right.
probably over half the cast, making an appearance in a pretty, you know, it's only 4 games to do this entire tournament. It's pretty high variety.
All right, so we're getting into the game here in just a second. Oh, there we go, guys. This is game 4. AFK is leading 2-1.
Can they close it out in what could be our final game? Ladies and gentlemen, it's AFK Gaming versus TSM in a best-of-5. Introducing your squads on the left side of your spectator UI, bottom side of the mini-map, wearing the blue trunks. It's AFK Gaming. Cyclone Spin will be your solo lane. Guan Yu weaken in the jungle as Hun Batz. Kiki, so cheeky, will be your mid lane. Athena, Incontinential plus allied in your duo lane as Sylvanus and Ram. Their opponents are Team SoloMid, fighting for their tournament lives and hoping to maintain that #1 seed position in North America. It's Divios as Osiris in the solo lane. Gars will be your jungle Thor. The Boosh in the mid lane is Isis. Ionic and Snoopy in the duo as Sobek and Anhur. They'll be from the top of your minimap in the right side of your spectator UI.
It's a shame because this is Cyclone's 7th game, but it's only his 6th god.
He didn't keep it consistent.
So close.
One thing I like to note, though, in scrims against AFK, we scrim all the time, right? And one thing they're so good at that makes it so hard to pick and ban against them is that they have such huge god pools, and almost every pick can be a flex pick, right? I even said Sylvanus solo, but no, they pick up the Guan, put Athena mid. Who can guess that?
Divios is coming in here. He has heavy hammer. If he hits that one, it's trouble.
Weekend is dead. Again. Thor's coming forward.
Nope, he got the jump. He got the jump.
He forces out the leap. That's good news.
That means the same thing that happened to Gars.
Yeah, it's so. Will it be enough this game to hold down AFK? They're gonna still try to take their red here.
Yeah, look at this on the bottom side. They're going in on both sides. The double invade. Yannick's going to throw back incom, but he took a lot of damage already. I think that's going to be a turnaround.
Don't think that was really the play they wanted. Rom with the chain slows here.
Dude, Snoopy's getting bodied. Still being
slowed. Athena's going to have a dash up again in short order.
6 seconds. Snoopy is not getting away from this one. Right side, no buffs have gone down. Weekend and Cyclone have taken a lot of damage. Boosh. All right, he's slowed. Snoopy, beautiful shot.
One more hit. No, not going to get it. But it will slow down the Anhur considerably. Plus, it means that the purple buff likely can go.
Weekend got it.
Oh, okay.
Weekend took away. He counter-stole it. That was an absolutely gorgeous play coming out from blue. The invade, while successful in damage, is unsuccessful. Not a word.
Already a 600 gold lead for it.
Did they steal red? Are you kidding me? Dude.
Wow.
Team SoloMid did double invade and failed on both sides. And all right. You know what this comes down to?
Can you get it, Divios? No, you can't. Sit down, son. Weekend. He will fall to guards, but it's a complete bloodbath.
So I'm gonna throw down a little bit of an anecdote. Weekend was telling me they're scrimming against Denial Esports. Denial comes in for the double invade, dies on both sides because they do it every game, and they just have 6. They're like, our strategy's not working anymore. And right there, they try to do the one strategy they know how to practice against, and they clean it up. AFK, beautiful start to this game.
I can't feel good about that one because they've given Cyclone Spin a hell of a start here at 0-1. He's got plenty of room to free farm as well, and they've frozen Gars in this lane.
He's level 3, though. I mean, if you do want a person fed on your team and on RNT SM, I mean, it would be like Snoopy, actually. And then Gars, though.
I'm just mind blown because TSM is known for their outplay ability, right?
Yeah.
And then AFK is like, hey, we're just as good, and they proved it there.
This is a momentum-based matchup so far, and with the 1-game advantage and the 2-to-1 kill advantage in this early this early 4th game in a best of 5. AFK, is this going to be enough though to carry them through the laning phase?
I don't know. I mean, they're looking real strong, and don't forget they do have Sylvanus as well, who is extremely potent at the 3-minute mark, being able to move towards the Furies. But I think this was the first time that we just called Weekend's name in like a super positive light. He's had some plays that were great, but that Hunbot's play was phenomenal.
Yeah, one of his more surprising moments. You know, he's been pretty solid. His Thor maybe leaving a little bit left to be desired, but it's been relatively of a solid kind of consistent tournament for him. And there, really being a shining star.
So left side camps are going to be fought over. Incon's here. Oh, Snoopy going for the big combo. Not going to find anything. In fact, might be in a little bit of trouble. Right side camps definitely going to Cyclone. Snoopy has to use a defensive impale, although turning on the offense here comes Kiki.
He's in a tough spot. Kiki's here, trying to get down that shield wall into taunt combination. They still haven't really focused Snoopy too much, but now they will, forcing him to leap back out. I think they maybe could have picked him off there, waiting a little bit too long.
If Ally was 5, I think that would have been a free kill. Yannick's in trouble, though. Nice stun, double stun coming out as Gars walks right in against 4. Cyclone's in there, and he is ready to fight.
They're going to force Thor out.
Gold Fury, yeah, is that right?
Wow.
Get some creeps over there, too.
I don't think they need that risk. They have the lead.
Let's listen in with AFK, though, as this fight continues to break out.
I'm on a side.
Nice. Oh, no. Nice. You get out.
Get it out.
We got a heal for Ally.
Body blocking. Get it out.
Sundown. Honor sundown.
Watch out, pal. No. I'm out. I'm in trouble. No. Just let him go.
Rudy. Make sure they don't go to gold. Oh, Thor's really low by you.
Thor hammered in.
Rama. Nice.
He has no mana.
Look at Thor. Thor behind. Thor behind you. No.
You ready?
We're trying.
I'm here.
They're not.
I'm here.
Trying.
Oh, nice. I'm here. I have a hold on to this. Shoot!
Nice.
Go slow. Let's go. Nice. Get shit up. You fucking stop. Oh, nice fucking kill, dude.
Good job.
All right, let's push waves out. Let's get XP, dude. You live Cyclone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I just dashed through.
I
know.
So I think that Weekend said that better than we could have, right?
Yeah, Weekend letting us all know exactly how he feels about that one. You hear him calling, I've got the ultimate, I've got the ultimate, even knowing it's not going to stop the Sobek, it's going to start channeling damage into him in that lurking in the waters, and it is enough.
And pushed out Boosh, too.
Yeah, and they're able to capitalize on the greed from TSM.
So the only thing is, they're getting through the mid-game, right? They're getting into the mid-game, and we're only at 5 minutes, but they have a decent lead, about 1,100 gold. Do they have enough magic damage in the end game? That's what it comes down to. I mean, we've seen Mage Athena go off, right? But is she going to have room to do that? This is not Arena.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, I doubt they really need Kiki to be a top-tier damage dealer in this game, right? They need the control.
And they also have Guan Yu Shred from his Tower of Assault.
That's a great point.
Right. And one thing to note, actually, I want to say with those comms was how hyped they were. And as soon as the fight was done, you saw Incon calm and collected, said, hey, let's push out these waves, let's have a reset. And that, I thought, was really key.
It's all about the farm, right? I mean, if there's one thing you can say that AFK doesn't do well, it's their farm is a little weak. So, oh, beautiful play.
Cheeky. But now he's going to get aggressed on a bit. But we're going to take a ride with Gars over in the mid lane, where he's going to try to get the kill on the Kiki, but does have that Guardian HP. It's still going to be able to be secured fairly easily, but over back in the solo, turned around on his Divios, overstaying his welcome. Weekend barely making it out alive.
Well, they're going to pick up Divios, not the greatest kill, right? But they also traded Athena for it, which is not a great kill. Neither side really lost too much. If anything, I would say that's a small favor to AFK, given the fact that Divios probably needs that experience a little bit more than Kiki does.
Right, and that's what Osiris is, that's why he picked it, right? To be in their face, to stop all their damage. But now Osiris is behind. If he tries to do that, he'll get blown up.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the Mystical Mail either that's completed at 0-3. For Divios here, he's got rank 2 boots, a rank 2 heavy hammer, a Death's Toll. It's a lot of gold invested into non-completed items and a starter versus one of the better luxury items you can buy in the solo lane in that mid-Guardian Mail. Divios is going to have really no chance to trade for 10, 15 minutes now, as this Guardian Mail is going to chew him up.
Kiki's taking some damage here. Snoopy and Boosh just laying waste. Eonic, I love the Sickening Strike there just to top him off on health. They don't know that he's going to be using that. They're not looking at him right there, so I think that was really smart as well. Either way, 75, AFK with a pretty decent lead, still about 1,000 gold.
Yeah, look at how far ahead, though, the Guan Yu is at 600 XP a minute. 530 for the bots. Osiris sitting at 450. Isis next highest at 470 as well. So almost 100, almost 200 XP ahead per minute is going to be Guan Yu if he continues this pace.
I don't think Divios saw him rotate, which means Cyclone's going to have a chance, maybe not to steal the buff away, but be enough of a nuisance to slow Gars down. And I mean, anytime you could do that, you're going to be in a good spot. I mean, Gars already slightly behind. He has 3 kills, which is great, but he's also still a kill behind Humbots, and the level advantage is there as well.
Right, and one thing to note is how scared the Osiris was to go back into lane, right? He went into lane late, he lost about all the melee creeps there.
That Tallow Assault went off absolutely, completely. Now, the Tether did reduce some of the damage, sure, but Cyclone Spin is definitely getting the better of him here.
That's that Mystical Mail, right? I mean, 50% now. It just keeps on ticking away. Osiris has a lot of tools to deal with physical damage. He does not have any natural ones to deal with magical damage.
Now, Osiris doesn't have Hand of the Gods here, but could go into teleport if he needs to. In fact, I'm very surprised to see him not go into teleport there. He did finish the boots up. Man, this is just going to be trouble. I'm actually pretty surprised to see him go into the heavy hammer. Maybe not. You know, the invade was there, but I mean, Frostbound on Osiris, great.
I'm getting
Frostbound
excited.
Against Guan Yu, though?
I'm getting excited. AFK may win this one. I mean, the underdog may actually take this one away from
TSM. And that was not the general consensus of prediction here.
I called this one 0-3 in favor of TSM.
I did as well.
The thing is, right now, though, actually, TSM's farming a bit better than AFK. They've closed the gap. It's a little bit under 1K now. It's about 900.
Yeah, and that little bit, right, can turn into a lot.
Yeah.
Right, if that happens for the next 12 minutes, they'll be 200 gold ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's their goal to keep this going, and this is Weekend's weakness. You know, he doesn't farm very efficiently. Right now, he's trying to bait a kill that just doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a rock and a hard place here, but it's Thor, Isis, and Osiris all hunting him, providing a little bit of space created for Cyclone Spin.
All right, I'm looking at Garth here. What is he looking to do? Is this just farm here? Is he trying to set something up?
Hey, Sylvanus is going to use beads preemptively by the Thor, though. He's going to be okay for the moment. Kiki's the target, but he does have a lot of HP.
They should kill Eonic here.
Guardian, and yeah, that's not enough to find really that much pressure or even going to force Kiki back to base on that Athena.
I really thought that we were going to see Weekend teleport in.
Right, Snoopy, though, rotated.
Oh.
Oh, they're going to make a play on the Onyx. The cripple shot comes out. No, Allied missed it. It means charge sprays
step
going to be
into that.
available. Up into the sky he goes. 1, 2, 3. Final shot on the Onyx. Not enough as he healed up a bit during that fight. Thor now looking for Weaken here, who avoided a lot of Desert Fury and jukes the ultimate there. Cyclone Spin now has made the rotation, and he's chunking through everybody. Osiris is here as well, though. Cyclone Spin doing his best to avoid him, but taking a lot of damage. The Spin to win as well on top of him. They finally will take down the raid boss of Cyclone Spin. TSM wins a team fight.
Yeah, Incon chose to back Allied up there, and that was definitely not the right call. He should have just protected Cyclone. He was the one in mortal danger. Oh, Gars, you should not be tanking this, buddy.
He's going to take that one all the way down to the wire, but they're going to have to take this one through damage.
Allied's going to get a kill here.
Yeah, he's going to move back in.
He jump in place?
He killed him.
Wow.
He killed Snoopy, and now it's Incon. He's likely to fall as well, but they get a kill, and they're going to stall out this Gold Fury engagement. If Allied can just find a way to not die here, dealing with the chain slows from Divios, and it looks like, yes, they'll be perfectly happy to let this one go.
All right, so I don't play Hunter Zap. You lead me through. In what world was jumping in place the call?
I think he kind of panic jumped, right? He was one hit away. He tried to immediately 180 and probably didn't get his reticle far enough. It was a little bit of a panic there.
Straight up misplay. Snoopy getting caught, and that's not something we normally say. We just, in fact, talked about how they're normally so fundamentally sound, but let's take a look at the leads here. I mean, AFK is kind of dropping this one. Even with a small win with Allied getting the kill at the end, things are getting very normalized.
Yeah, it's drawing fairly even here. As we mentioned, TSM wins that fight. It's a 3-for-1 after the extended engagement. 11 minutes into this one. It's 2-1 in favor of AFK. We're all square at 9 kills apiece. And the goal, damn near even, as you mentioned, Brand, about 500 separating the teams.
Yeah, TSM is definitely showing up now, playing much more safely. And by the way, I know it's super minor, but Divio's aiming that way to hit the big creep, the small creep, and to make sure he's looking for invades at the same time. That is such high-level play on something so little, and those are the tiny little differences that will separate a pro player from a player who may be just like Masters and Ranked.
Right, and also one of the reasons why TSM's coming back is because they're taking these team fights on their strong side, right? The Anhur's there doing a lot more damage than the Ram can dish out, and the Ram's damage is kind of, you know, it may or may not happen. Depends if he hits the sniper or not.
Oh.
That's major.
He's found a great angle, but he missed again. But he does cut off the escape route for Snoopy, and Allied picks up a very high-value kill there.
That's a big drop right there. Incon's healing up, trying to get through, jumping away. Sickening Strike should do it. Does he have it? He's got to cancel this one early.
Allied's going off.
Holy God.
Feeling himself after that pentakill, and there we see the kind of late beads coming out. That stun was nearly done.
That was the most, like, feeling himself was definitely the call on those beads.
Oh, yes.
Does he have his
Cyclone Spin? Yeah, he has the ultimate, but it just doesn't matter. Cyclone Spin hops off the horse, doesn't want to take the tower too much, starts to seal the protections back. Can't heal, dashes through, 1, 2, uses the heal nonetheless right as it comes off, and Cyclone Spin finds another kill. He's going to die, he's going to die, but he kills Divios.
He missed that one auto that might have gotten him out, right?
Yeah. It was the last one in the chain, too. It probably would have done it.
But, you know, there was a small chance that Divios could have bought a full teleport and rotated in somehow,
out of nowhere. Where did this lead just springs out of the ground?
Gold Fury, and what was that, 4 kills for 0? Or 4 kills for 2, I'm sorry. No, 1. No one died in that left lane fight.
It was 9 and 9, and now it's 13 and 10.
Holy.
They kept coming in one by one, right? And they just kept dying.
The Lemmings effect, right? Like, my team went in, I got to go in. My 2 people on my team went in, I got to go in.
And everyone says, oh, I tried to save him.
Yeah.
And then they all just die.
I try to clean that one up.
Yeah.
And you keep going through these fights over and over, and eventually it just turns into all of us just died for absolutely nothing, and then Boosh didn't get anything either. Rough call, man.
Divios looks sad.
I would look sad, too.
Yeah, this is a tough position they find themselves in. Now, the lead isn't expanded very much, but they just kind of finally battled back to getting this game to a draw, and then now have basically had that lead expanded upon up to 3,000 gold.
Out of nowhere. I mean, that was just one fight, and it really did look like Gars had it. Do we say that that whole fight was just Gars missing that ultimate again?
Fight's about to break out here. Hunbot's ultimate is used. They're going to try to pick on Snoopy some more. Weaken over the top, going to dive the tower. Rama ultimate's there as well. Allied the God takes him down. It's a rampage. 5 kills, no deaths for the Hunter on the side of AFK. This one may not be done just yet. Gars moving forward. Spin to win. Will pick up Weaken. It's Kiki so cheeky maybe to fall as well. The Guardian HP keeping her alive. Allied finds a triple now. Is he going to get the Quadra? Is it going to be another Penta for the leader? And Hunter of AFK, he continues to search forward.
He doesn't got it this time. You can see him feeling it, though. He's like, I gotta go in. Like, he's just still diving. That's a good hit.
Afterlife. Oh, yeah, you're dead. Sorry, Allied. You overstayed your welcome there, buddy. I was feeling you, too, but you still died.
One Penta. Like, you got enough, man. But look at this. Look at this.
Look. Yeah, they forgot about, there's a guy named Cyclone Spin. And a rare moment where Cyclone Spin is not running all the way across the map to join a team fight and get 4 kills. He's going to take your tier 1 and half of your tier 2.
Half? That's like
3/4.
70, 3/4.
I do want to point out before we
left.
go into like continued analysis of that team fight, just how big the disparity is between Allied and Snoopy right now. It's 8,000 gold to 6,500 net worth.
And the build represents that. They have very similar builds, except one has a short bow and one has an Iqbal, which means one of them's going to lose. What is Weekend doing?
That was a 712 damage crit on the Gars.
Oh, I thought for a second Weekend was diving.
No way.
Excuse me.
That's not right.
Oh, that was just a lot of damage right there. I mean, let's take a look at the build, right? I mean, he's got the Jotuns online.
I must have misread that. No way.
But 712? Nah,
yeah, not a chance. I'm wrong.
412?
Yeah, maybe.
I would have really liked to see we can go the Deathbringer there instead of the Magi's Blessing, because his team sort of lacks damage with the Athena Sylvanus, right?
That's true.
And he kind of needs to make up for that, especially since he was snowballing a little bit.
For me, though, if you have a 10k lead, that's just Magi's for everybody.
True.
That's what I love.
It's like, extremely strong.
What are you going to do against us if we engage on you? You must waste a whole bunch of CC to try to even stop us, and then we get free fires. I hate Magi's.
Yeah.
Well, the lead that AFK built, it's been whittled away again by TSM. I mean, they're farming better. Oh, Allied. Thor's up. Has he spotted it? Gars.
Bees was good there.
Oh, now
Bees,
he's starting
oh my
to
God,
trouble.
Bees
On
was
her
so
left.
good there.
On her left. Wow. On her dead.
Rip.
Yeah, here we go. The fight continues. Kiki's
look at this.
over here. Allied takes to this guy. 1, 2, and make it a triple. Oh, nearly had it. Incon gets credit for that one as Gars does go down. Kiki's ultimate. He's being CC'd through it. Just needs to walk back in, detonates it. Gets the heal and the damage coming out. Weekend is there. It's a double taunt from Kiki. It's going to turn into 2 more kills for AFK Gaming. Weekend now with a double. He wants to get on to the multi-kill train.
Divios is here. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do. That one's going to go clean 4-0.
That was like they both knew what was going to happen there. He was going to walk into tower range.
This is some Omega stuff right here. Wow, yeah, stepping in again.
Divios does not look happy, by the way.
I wouldn't. I mean, how could you be? There's nothing more frustrating in Smite than just trying to back.
Yeah.
Just like, guys, please, just let me. I don't even want to fight.
It's even
you.
that like twice he lost the rock paper scissors of Cyclone Spin walked in, didn't hit him, and he stopped backing. Then he started backing again, and then he didn't hit him again, and he stopped his back. So it's like he lost the mind games on top
that
of all of it.
mystical male.
That's
mystical male's ticking as well. He's like,
Ticking
you
him.
can't even be this close. I can stand right outside the range of it.
What a guy.
Oh man, I don't understand how all that went down. And you know something else I noticed is Boosh was almost out of mana again. He is the only player in the top 4 teams in North America or EU that I've seen have mana issues to this extent.
And he's building Respite of Valor again on his mid lane mage.
That gives you mana.
But I mean, that item pretty much
Shuts
if
down all
if
your
you're
magic
building
damage.
that, you're probably losing.
And we talked about this. Wingblade probably would have been the better call. It's going to give him 10% CDR. It's going to give him health, going to give him movement speed, and slow immunity, right? And maybe attack speed. You don't really need that. As opposed to physical defense, and you're paying for 25 CDR, which is good, but then you're paying into mana, which might not be a bad stat considering...
Yeah, I guess not, yeah.
I mean, how many times have we called him out? 3?
Yeah. Well, it's Shield the Underworld for Divios here. That's what he's going to like to pick up
Love it.
to try to turn this game back into his favor.
So my only issue with the Shield of the Underworld is no one's fighting Divios.
Right, right. He's been wholly ignored in these fights.
Wasn't he 0-3, by the way? How is he 4-4? Impressive.
Because Divios has been fighting other people.
That's not a good thing, though. They don't want those kills onto Divios, right? They need them on the Anhur. They need them on the Thor and the Isis. That's actually detrimental to TSM.
Yeah, now 2,000 gold separating Rama and Anhur.
Oh, it's going to get worse, too. Ionic going... No, maybe not going down. Oh, never mind. Going down. Cyclone's going real deep for this one.
Yeah, and he got it. And they're going to have an Athena ultimate to bail him out. He's going to get stunned, but the damage reduction.
There
He's
he
not out of
goes.
the woods just yet. They're going to taunt him back in. Is Snoopy. Snoopy's starting to get chunked down. He's going to use the Death Destroyer, but it doesn't matter. The crit comes out from Weekend, and down he will go. Snoopy really picked a tough time to have a bad game. Right side lane, Thor. He's split pushing. He finds a tier 1.
Not
but
worth.
all 5 members of AFK are here. They're going to find a tier 2 and another kill as Boosh goes down. Divios made a call. Come to follow very shortly here as well. He's piled in. And yes, he will fall. It's 4 members down. As AFK Gaming is pulling further and further ahead of TSM. 8,000 gold now to their credit. It's going to be 10K in a heartbeat.
Gars needs to try to make a play here or give up the tier 2, right? And it looks like he's going to make the play.
He might be able to get 1 kill here, maybe.
I don't know.
They
have a lot of CC.
He's going to use his beads upon landing and teleport away.
I don't think
and Allied cancel his ult right away. I love it. I mean, yeah, get that tower damage in. Make sure you set your team up for the Fire Giant potential as well. You want to make sure you're leading the charge over there. Ionic hot on their tail. They're going to find Weekend.
Let him go.
Yeah, don't search back, boys.
Oh,
no,
he had
his ultimate. Oh,
oh my God.
Wow.
Baited, Shrek, outplayed.
Dude, we got baited.
Outmaneuvered.
He didn't even look like he had mana for that.
Rest in
wow,
pepperonis.
Weekend. I didn't know. For the way that we can play Thor today, we were all calling like, all right, Thanatos, just stick to your stuff. This Hunbots is going off.
AFK is just straight up outplaying TSM right now. This is unbelievable.
That man, tell me about the allied here. 10-1-9.
If you're a late game carry like Rama and you're 10-1-9, 19 minutes in, game's over.
Look at these build differences right now. He's got an executioner and a hidden dagger right now
plus
over
sprint
a light
3.
blade. And a sprint 3.
That is insane.
Holy God.
See Incon there in the player cam, like touching his face, like looked like he was a little bit in disbelief at how far ahead they were, that they're gonna have an opportunity to win their first LAN.
They have been playing. I mean, me and Allied started this game together. And when we started, we're like, we just got to get the LAN, right? And there was no LANs. It was 2012. The game was in beta. By the time I stopped playing and started casting, he went to a LAN. He lost. It was close. I remember tweeting twice about how congratulations he got second place, once before the event and once after. And it's been that way ever since. And Allied might be on point here to take his first gold. And I mean, that's really exciting.
Weekend's blown his Hunbots ultimate to zone the team out. They're going to maybe try to make a play onto Divios, as Athena's going to come charging in. There's the taunt. Do they have enough? Shield on the world comes out. Doesn't matter. 5 members hitting him. They're perfectly happy to spread that damage out. Sylvanus heal going to take care of that nice and easy. Fire Giant buff is available as well. Swarming is 5 now into the 4 remaining members of Team SoloMid. Is this the victory push for AFK Gaming? Let's listen into their comms as they look for their first LAN win.
Really squishy.
I'm in the back. I got him.
Yeah.
Honor. Nice. Phoenix. Thor. I'm on Phoenix.
I'm zoning him out. I can't take any longer. I'm not tanking.
Careful, Cyclone.
I'm on Phoenix.
I got Cyclone out.
Dude, you're not tanking.
Everybody, just get out. Back.
I'm backing.
Take the way.
I'll get speed. I can instant
Alex, slow down for 1 second.
What? What'd I do?
Slow down for 1 second.
My bad, pal. I can't
Take
hear
the
you.
speed. Take the blue. Let me get the blue.
I gotta get out. Back and go to goal. Back.
No, back and push mid. Back up mid. I just finished Lotus.
Yo, what do I buy?
I don't give a fuck.
It don't matter.
Just buy.
Did you hear, yo, what do I buy?
Yeah.
He's never had this much gold before so fast, right?
Well, what I heard was Lotus Crown completed for Sylvanus, which means this next siege is going to get better and better. TSM responding, though, nicely. They're going to take a tier 1 and get a little bit more gold in their pockets. Every little bit counts at this point. Finishing off those items in progress is going to help them out tremendously.
And there's that Deathbringer you wanted, Zap. There it is.
There it is. Yeah, finally Weekend comes online, and he's going to be hurting a lot more than he has been.
He's hitting right now in hand 274 at 150% of that, mitigated a little bit, and that's going to be the crits that are coming out after the abilities. They're rushing in.
Yeah, they're going to go headlong into this one. Red hair used, but the pillar is real from Scoopy. Stop Cyclone Spin in his tracks. Deep, though, is Weekend, and they kill Boosh right away. No more mage for them. Thor, ultimate force out as well. Let's listen to AFK again and see if they can take the victory home.
Heal it.
Get Phoenix. I'm going. Taunt is up.
Right to mid, dude. Heal me up, Cyclone. Heal me up. Push me up, big baby.
I'm getting minions. NPCs.
Cyrus ult. Careful, they're gonna go all in here. Just be careful.
Need help. The folks here.
The folks, be careful. Careful.
I'm alive.
I'm on Sobek. Phoenix. I'm trying to hit it. Careful. Just heal up. Back up.
I need to heal.
We need to re-engage.
I got him. Oh.
No, that's fine. It's fine. So Anhur needs to die.
I have ult in 10.
All 5.
Listen. 10 seconds. 9. On 9, you can engage. 7.
Okay.
6. In 3 seconds, you can go.
I
You can go whatever you want. You can go whatever you want right now.
We're focusing Phoenix.
Snoopy's low. Phoenix.
I need help.
Almost
Thor. Sobek.
Need help.
Healing.
Give me the fuck out. Oh shit.
We're fighting. Give
me out.
Get me out.
We're going to prison.
Yes.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. AFK Gaming have beaten Team SoloMid and won the Spring Split Season 2 LAN.
All I can say is David Fry knows how to pick him, man.
Yeah.
AFK looking as strong as ever, allied with a Penta, Incon with amazing comms, Weekend, one of the best Hunbots plays we've seen in forever, Kiki playing nothing but girls, and 6 out of 7 different gods right there for Cyclone Spin. AFK with a dominant performance, dropping 1 game out of 7 total.
And Cyclone Spin is the best player on this planet.
I don't know how anyone could refute that.
I mean, it's 7 games 7 different gods?
Well, 6
6
gods.
different
Well,
gods.
6 different gods
twice, yeah.
in 7 games, right? He played Guan Yu twice. 6 different gods come up with wins as
And
well.
what's crazy is the one god that he lost with was the god everyone expected him to win with.
It's an absolute, just a wonderful moment there for the boys of AFK. Congratulations. Congratulations to Team SoloMid for making it a second as well, and all the rest of our teams for joining us. Let's toss it up to Hindu Man to hear exactly how this one went down. Hindu, take it away.
Welcome to the main stage where I'm joined by AFK's Incontinentia, the team captain and support player Incon. How does it feel to win your first LAN?
We are ecstatic right now. I can barely even think of words. To not be third and then go right to first all at once is just amazing.
I mean, coming into this tournament as well, you beat Cloud9, the world champions, after the whole season there, and then you defeated Cloud9, so you defeated Trig, the first place players there, and then you've just defeated TSM, who you've never defeated before in an environment. I mean, it's a big ask, and you've come out of nowhere.
Yeah, Season 2 has really been our season. We have a bunch of great guys on the team. Cyclone and Kiki can play any god anywhere, and that gives us a ton of variety in our team compositions.
And then little look at Allied as well. Allied with the pentakill during that game. I'm surprised you didn't steal the kill away. I mean, we know you.
I thought about it, but I thought, you know, this was his moment. He deserves to get this one.
So how does it feel now? $20,000 as well as the trip to Brazil as well. You guys have performed amazing so far. Any shout-outs at home to the players, to the fans?
Shout out to all of our fans who've supported us since the Snipe days. We're super excited to go to Sao Paulo, Brazil, and face against the best the Brazilian teams have to offer. And thank you, everybody, for watching.
Brilliant. That's from Incom. We're going to head back to the casters for momentarily. We'll bring you all the action once again.
Thank you much, Hindu Man. Welcome back to the commentary desk for the final time here this weekend, guys. Incontinentia, what a player. What a nice guy.
I mean, there's nothing you can say negative about the team.
No.
They're extremely kind people. They're funny. Their streams are great to watch. Make sure to follow all of them. I'm sure the links are being posted by our mods right now. Let's take a look at the brackets. We're going to see what AFK did. Now, remember, AFK defeated Trig, #1 seed in Europe. Defeats Team SoloMid, #1 seed North America. Undisputed right now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I just got to say, man, I am so proud of AFK Gaming, right? They have been working so hard. They keep telling me in scripts, we don't want to be third anymore. We don't want to be third anymore. You guys better scrim us every single day, at least 3 hours a day. And all their hard work has finally paid off. I couldn't be happier.
Unbelievable. I mean, no one probably was calling them to beat Cloud9 and make it to this LAN. No one was calling on them to beat Trig and TSM either, and they prove all the haters wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe just call them fans at this
Honestly,
point.
you got to also fear eager at this point, because if they're getting practice from these guys, I'm not trying to buff you up or anything. I'm expecting a lot now.
I love this stuff.
I mean,
keep talking, Brandon.
Seriously, I mean, if AFK is practicing with these guys, the next relegation split is going to be sick.
Those start this weekend, actually. This next upcoming weekend. So only about 6 days away from even more Split 2 smite now, as a Split 1 goes into the hands of AFK Gaming. I mean, you're talking probably 13-1 odds that they win this one at the beginning of the season if it was, spread in Vegas. I mean, no one was really looking at the team and going, these are the guys that are going to set the trend for the world. And Kiki to me is a really amazing player that was not very good.
He is changing the meta.
And has really come into being very good. I mean, he's not one of the best players in the world, I don't think, but he is very, very good. And he was poor at the beginning of the season. I mean, he's unbelievable.
It's not that way anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, he's changed the meta. He's playing a whole different style of utility mage, and he has maybe not led his team, but has been a part of a whole that has wound up with one of the biggest wins, I think, in Smite history. GG to AFK.
Yeah, and well, final note to dwell on as we'll wrap up the broadcast here, toss it back up to the stage one last time is, well, we all have to hang our heads in shame as Scott Gandhi called the finals correctly. It was 3-1 for AFK Gaming. Congratulations, Scumdy, you did it. Well, let's take it back up to the desk one more time for the winner ceremony. Take it away.
Hello, welcome back over here. Once again, just want to say thank you to all the fans that tuned in to Curse Voice for hosting this competition. Once again, North America dominated. I have no idea why the EU boys are not at the back of this, because they should be, after North America put on a fantastic performance going out of this one. Once again, thanks for everybody tuning in at home as well. And what more can we leave you with other than the boys of AFK and their trophy?